I built a 1 to 400 real-life replica of the New York LaGuardia International Airport. This 1 to 400 real-life special replica of the airport is what you would find in the year 2009, 1 year after Delta and Northwest announced their merger. So without further ado, let's begin today's video. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And to start us off for today's airport update, over here at Gate 2, we have this stunning Delta Airlines Boeing 777-200LR. Now, I'm not sure if they flew these into LaGuardia, but I did pick this model up about 1 week ago, and I just had to feature it. It's such a stunning model, been looking for ages. This aircraft is heavily being catered for the flight out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And starting us off for many CRJ900s in this airport update, over here we have our first CRJ900, this Delta Connection CRJ900 in a Colors in Motion livery. This aircraft is just arriving at its gate and is waiting to refuel for the flight out to Indianapolis. With a stunning view of the lower Manhattan Bay, over here we have this Continental Connection -8 Q400. This aircraft is arriving at LaGuardia as it arrived at the airport from a flight from Cleveland, Ohio, and is taxiing towards the gate. Starting us off for the dogs, over here we have this Delta MD-90 currently taxiing into the gate. This aircraft is arriving at gate 6 from the flight from Hartsfield, Jacksonville, Atlanta International Airport. It'll deboard all of its passengers and luggage. Over here, we have this US Airways Airbus A319 in the Philadelphia Eagles livery. This aircraft is taxiing towards the other end of this concourse and is arriving at the airport from the flight from Philadelphia International Airport. This Delta Connection Embraer E175 in the new colors is also arriving at the airport from the flight from Boston Logan. And over here we have this Delta Airlines MD-88 in the Colors in Motion livery. As you can see, it just finished de-icing. The crew, just finished de-icing this aircraft. This aircraft, it will depart the gate in 25 minutes for the flight out to Cleveland, Ohio. And over here, it says Delta Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the new colors. This aircraft is heavily being catered with its luggage for the flight out to Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. Many of you have been asking where I buy my model airport GSC. You can buy all the GSC that you see in this airport update with TinyTugDesigns. Currently, you can save 10% off of any GSC that TinyTugDesigns has by using coupon code Hawaii10 on its eBay site. That is coupon code Hawaii10. Our second CRJ900, over here we have this Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ900 in the Colors in Motion livery. This aircraft is first pouring up its crew for the flight out to Charlotte, North Carolina. After this, it'll begin boarding up its passengers. Our third CRJ900, Jesus, over here we have this Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ900 taxiing in line on runway 27 right for the flight out to Buffalo, New York. Our fourth CRJ900, over here we have this Delta Connection CRJ900 known as the $10,000 Waffle Collectible CRJ900. This one is in the 30 years Comair Special livery, and this aircraft is in line for departure for the flight out to Cincinnati, Ohio. Over here, I'm sure you can guess the aircraft, another CRJ900 arriving in for the flight from Toronto. And back to the Mad Dogs. Over here we have this Delta Airlines MD-90. This aircraft is first beginning to board up its first passengers for the flight out to Orlando MCO. And over here, arriving at the airport, over here we have this Delta Connection Embraer E145 and the 800th Embraer E145 special livery. This aircraft arrived at the airport for the flight from Worcester. And over here we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Nevada 1 state livery, arriving at the airport from a flight from Nashville, Tennessee, currently taxiing towards the gate. And wow, what a stunning angle this is. Over here we have this Frontier Airlines Airbus A318 by NG models. This aircraft is first receiving its catering on board for the flight out to Denver, Colorado. And up next is another model that I don't showcase too often. This Aerotran Boeing 717-200 fits perfectly in today's retro airport updates. This aircraft just arrived at the gate 5 minutes ago from Hartsfield, Jacksonville, Atlanta International Airport. Receiving its snacks and catering on board with this gate gourmet truck. I know all of us love JetBlue Airways, their Terra Blue chips and their popcorners. Over here we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 and the Diamond or Harlequin tail, receiving its catering and fuel on board for the flight out to Boston Logan. And over here at gate 24, we have a Continental Airlines Boeing 757-200, first receiving its bags on board for the flight out to Houston Intercontinental International Airport. It will depart the gate in 45 minutes. And up next at gates 26, 24, 17, 15, and 13, we're going to have some Southwest Airlines planes, as Southwest is a focus city at LaGuardia. Over here, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 with your CanyonBlue.com winglets, receiving its catering on board for Denver, Colorado. And over here at gate 17, we have the stunning Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving at the gate from the flight from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. And over here, taxiing towards runway 27 left, we have this Continental DC-9-30 taxiing towards the flight out to Cleveland, Ohio. And over here, we have another Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This guy has his catering truck on board for the flight out to New Orleans, Louisiana. Over here is your Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Maryland 1 state special livery, getting cleaned up for the flight out to Chicago Midway. Wrapping up the Southwest lineup, over here we have this NG model Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 with a Canyon Blue winglets, prepping up for the flight out to St. Louis, Missouri. Over here, we have this Frontier Airlines Airbus A318 in the Griswold the Bear tail, taxiing towards runway 27 left for the turn out to Denver, Colorado. Being tugged into the gate, over here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the One World special livery. This aircraft is being tugged into the gate for the flight from Miami. Leaving the gate that the American Airlines jet is just arriving in, we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A319, known as the Flying Cigar by Mile High Aviation, taxiing out for the flight out to Fort Lauderdale. And back over here to the Delta Airlines fleet. I'm not sure if Delta really had many wide bodies out of LaGuardia, but due to the size and setup of this Gemini jet's MAX, I do have to focus upon some wide bodies. Over here, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300, heavily being catered for the flights out to Detroit. And over here, heavily being catered with luggage and fuel, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the Ron Allen livery, heavily being catered for the flights out to Fort Lauderdale. And over here at At Gate 3, we have another Delta Airlines MD-88 getting de-iced and getting its first luggage on board for the flight out to Chicago ORD today. Third in line for departure, over here we have this Northwest Airlines Airbus A319 operating for Delta Airlines. This aircraft is third in line for departure for the flight out to Washington IAD. And wow, saving the best aircraft at the terminal for last. Over here we have this stunning Northwest Airlines DC-10 at Gate 1. This aircraft is heavily being catered with luggage and fuel for the next flight out to, we will send this aircraft to Atlanta as a high-density flight. Again, it's operating for Delta Airlines. Second for departure, over here, we have this JetBlue Airways Embraer E190. Second in line for departure for the flight out to Boston Logan. And first in line for departure, over here, wow, we have this FedEx Theater Shorts 360. I forgot about this model for God knows how long. This aircraft is first in line for departure on the runway for the flight out to Philadelphia. And that wraps up today's airport update of LaGuardia. I hope you guys enjoyed today's airport update. Please comment below what you thought about it, and if you'd like to see a current version of LaGuardia. I know this was a retro airport update of LaGuardia. I kind of felt like doing a retro airport update. I haven't done retro in quite some time, so did feel doing a retro airport update. But if you'd like to see a current airport update of LaGuardia, please comment below. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. Currently, we are on the road to 1,500 subscribers, so if you haven't already subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate it. This is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off. Have a good one.